Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the WCS Austin 2017 of April 2017. I already said 2017. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mars coming at you over the interwaves with another StarCraft 2 cast. WCS shipping thingy Sweden is well on the way. I believe several people have qualified already, and I am finally getting down to casting at these games. Well, what can I say? It was in America. It was a wrong time zone. Also, I was working, I think. So I think I saw a grand total of 2 games, and this isn't one of them. So for my entertainment and yours, over on the bottom right side of Bel'Shir stage, playing for Flipside Tactics, I believe still, it's MCanning. His opponent playing for Liquid, it's uThermal. Alright, so we've got uThermal picked up by Liquid recently. It was the most recent pickup, I do believe, for Liquid. Been wrecking face, you know, pretty much. One of the few non-Korean Terrans that you know, is really doing so, wrecking face that is. And his opponent is known for his disruptor play, I do believe. MCanning, ooh, excuse me, MCanning, very much a streamer, and possibly known, or at least known by me, for a nice little trick making that probe go away. Go see that. Probably knows it. Wants to see that this is a Reaper that comes out rather than a Marine. Although they have different build times, and they probably MCanning probably knows so. Anyway, MCanning has been on the top of the SC2 Weekly and Reddits and stuff like that with his clips. So, well, not just a prolific streamer, also entertaining. But here he is in a serious tournament. Round 1. So let's see which one of these two players can make it out. This is the deciding match. Game Time, who is the third player I have heard absolutely nothing about, made it out in first place into the group. So this these players, this one or this one, will have to remove his opponent to continue that run. And here we go with a Reaper, just scouting that there is indeed, well, nothing much. An expansion there. I'm going to try and get in here. Let's see how good MCanning is at this. It's like, oh no, can't actually jump at the side of there, and gets the scout off, including, oh yeah, he's gonna get the scout off. Going to see that Twilight Council, but will lose that. You know, I say that, but that Reaper seems to be just fine. And here we go, once again, keeping his opponent active. In the meantime, this is happening. So, a little bit more popular these days is the Hellions against Protoss. Certainly can be a little bit tricky. Oh, there we go, back up to the top. And nice distraction. The Adept out of place, and that is 3 probes down, 4 probes down, 5 probes down. Where is that? Oh, look. MCanning is very much preoccupied doing this. Doesn't even pull his probes here, but is going to get that Reaper. Huzzah, huzzah, the Reaper is dead. Mere cost of 11 drones. I do believe uThermal is sitting here to go like, hey, you know what? I'm pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. 32 workers, 27, and that is including an opponent that has Chrono Boost. So yeah, feeling very comfortable. And the first 2 mines, oh, he even got a 12th probe there, going to go down into that main mineral line. Now MCanning does have this on the way, but he's not going to see it in time. That mothership core is out of position right here. So, oh no. Oh, MCanning, I'm so sorry. MCanning does this time pull all the probes, and due to the fact that this was, you know, taken out quite horribly, there is enough room here for all the probes to leave to. Luckily, uThermal doesn't go in there with some more Hellions. And there we go. Medevac trying to sneak away from the vision. Yes, it does. And can you just redrop this when it goes back off cooldown? And it does shoot at that much before. So if you were to try and do something... Oh dear. I've been in these games. If you're watching this, you've been in these games. This is just... Oh, this is just so painful. 43, 44, 32. The mines are going to get taken out. Although he may actually... No, he's got an observer there. No, that's out of range of the observer. Does get away, that mine does. Alright, at the back of this, we've got 3 barracks production. We've got a fully saturated mineral lines on both sides. With a little bit of free housekeeping. No, it doesn't really have to. Yeah, sure, siege tank, not, you know, standard, but very good for defense. And at this point, really, yeah, uThermal just has to defend anything that were to come his way by MCanning, build up, you know, enough oomph, and then punch. uThermal's not even considering doing that. He's just going to go straight for that punch. Oh, that adept should see that coming, even with the diminished vision. Yeah, that tells him everything. So MCanning, now he's got a disruptor, and I did say he was known for his disruptor control. So let's see if the hype lives up to it. Alright, get those siege tanks in position. Nope, doesn't siege up quite yet. Oh, there goes the observer. That is not a good way to start. And these guys are in range, I do believe. Yes, there is. Oh, there you go. Just stims on in there. Gets that mothership core. Prevents any possible future overcharge from happening. And there is that disruptor shot. And that is a nice disruptor shot. But there's still stim by underneath there. And yeah, there's not really much that MCanning can do about that. That is a slow warping. There's another disruptor shot, but doesn't quite connect this time. 4 medevacs to this tiny bit of bio. So he does manage to, you know, keep pretty much everything alive with a dedicated medevac to it. But the reinforcement coming on in there. There goes 1 disruptor shot, and now you don't have to. You got 2 to work with. He's got 2 to work with. Oh, there goes that warping. That does take double damage. There is not a great disruptor shot, but this one does get a marauder, but nothing to back it up. Then new overcharge, and other than that, we have to pull the probes. And already at a worker disadvantage. Oh, gets that sieged up in range. GG. Welcome back, everyone, to the group stage number 1 of the 2017 WCS Austin. These games were played about a month and a half, I think 2 months? 2 months ago. Right, 2 months ago? 1 month ago. A long ass fucking time ago, because you're probably not watching it as I'm casting it live. WS Yan shipping with the Yan shipping. There's the J and the O umlaut, and then another umlaut somewhere is already underway, but I'm still casting these. Welcome back. Last game we saw MCanning get, well, horribly murderated by uThermal, and let's see if this man, Mr. MCanning himself, can do any better this game. On the other side, can this man just close it out 2-0 within, say, what, 8 minutes? Let's say 8 minutes. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Alright, cool. So, uThermal, Team Liquid, Dutch, MCanning. Wait, I looked this up. I swear I'm not checking Wikipedia, Liquipedia, Flipside Tactics, and American. Imagine MCanning, though, mostly supports himself with his streaming, whereas uThermal, I haven't seen him stream. What are you doing? uThermal, of course, known for his 3 racks Reaper build, not so much against Protoss as far as I'm aware, but apparently something MCanning was worried about. Went for a little bit of a scout. Didn't scout all the way here though, but did scout the approach. So hopefully, if there was, you know, one of these guys doing that, then he would know it. Also, it seems that uThermal knows the proxy Stargate position, and it is very, very powerful. You put your Stargate down. Come on, hurry up, here-ish, and it's in your mineral line that quickly. So, and you can't get there. Like, rocks here, rocks there. You have to go all the way around. So, yeah, you could be pretty boned if that was the case. Alright, so Proxima Station, big map. Certainly larger than the previous map we saw. And is it though? I think in total size, not so much. But the fact that you have to, can't go straight because you have to go this way across, does, limit the, at least by ground rush distance, fairly significantly. Alright, but we've got, once again, going for the quick factory and Stargate is uThermal, and RoboBay this time for MCanning. So a little bit of a change up from last time. Also, no worker damage yet for uThermal, which is a very welcome change for MCanning, I am sure. And going to see what's happening here. Sees those two out. Hasn't seen a Reaper yet, so should know exactly what is going on there. Doesn't see anything here though, but
glorious combat is upon us.
It's a little bit of a tricky. Some people put their oh, that is a nice round there. Getting his 2 Marines there before MCanning can even respond, gun down. So Terrans tend to put these factories right here if they want to double factory something. So either mines or Hellions. So MCanning, despite not having seen much, does know a fair bit. Going for that robotic RoboBay though, again. So going for that signature disruptor play once again. Last time he went up against siege tanks, which are not as mobile as these guys, so possibly a little bit trickier to defend this time. But he does have an intact economy, so that should definitely help. Alright, here we go. And 3 Stalkers should see that off just fine. Also has an observer here in case he does, his opponent decides to do anything such as this. Where are we going? There you go. Both sides right on the ball. Exactly what's happening. Oh, doesn't know where he is now, but does know he didn't go that way. And where is that mothership core? Right there to protect the main. So, oh, there we go. And this time he does get a few offloaded, and 1 Marine does get sacrificed. Over on this side, though. Well, that was just one Widow Mine that got completely shut down. And, oh. No. Just keeping an eye on here and shoving him off. I think it's a little bit closer, then that will work. 3rd command center on the way, and we've got an engineering bay, but so far we're not doing any upgrades with it, just in case we need... What, a planetary fortress, or are you going to build any turrets? Oh, I don't believe he's scouted yet what the tech is of his opponent, so he doesn't know it's not a Stargate. Well, so MCanning knows of this one, knows of that one, and with that murderized adept, he should know about this. Don't start this now. That's not going to end well. All right, uThermal set up the siege. So MCanning very much limited to 2 bases for now, and until he until he manages to clean this up, he will very much be limited to that as well. Alright. Defended by 2 Adepts. Adepts can't shoot up though, so that medevac can just, you know, fly in there and see what he wants to see if he so chooses. And yeah. Oh, 56 workers for 49. And also, when we look at the army supply, well, very similar. Very, very similar. Although, Terran playing very much to the strength of Terran with the double siege up. The siege up by air, the siege up by ground. And MCanning's going to have to make something happen. Only just now getting the Twilight Council, so is not going to be able to do either the Resonating Glaive or the Blink upgrades, which would pretty much, or at least be a good way to deal with the entrenched position that uThermal has here. uThermal puts this back, and oh, look at that. There goes those missile turrets. Just making sure that your opponent can't get done with anything. And here we go. MCanning comes on down there. But it is a good arc. It's a good concave. Lots of good shots coming on down there with the siege tanks. But 2 Colossi do manage to survive. And MCanning breaks the siege. And also manages to survive past the 8-minute mark where I said he would... where uThermal would be aiming for. So good on you, MCanning. That third base coming down here, whereas this one's already fully saturated. So still in a little bit of a problem. Oh, nice reaction there by MCanning from the economic perspective. MCanning's looking good on the upgrade. So there's only 1 engineering bay for uThermal. He's building a second factory? Okay, cool. And going for that drop play. Making sure there that there was no observer to see that to see that move out. Terran, of course, on this map, as with many other maps, to be perfectly honest, very nice and mobile, and does abuse that to, you know, to the fullest. Switching over to those Disruptor, just getting the 2 early Colossi for the early game. And what do we have in place here? Ooh, 3 Adepts. Well, if he manages to see the corner where he unloads, that might be good. If you manage to get in there when they're still unloading 1 by 1, that is doable. But if they're already all the way unloaded, no, I take that back. That is not enough there. There is the overcharge, but he doesn't have a pylon in range in order to do that. Look at that little corner right there. Oh, well, nice position for uThermal right there, but with the rest of the army coming on in there, has to scoot out. What do we have over here to defend? Well, we still have the 1 Stalker there. This does get spotted as well, so uThermal is going to have to get back to the front to deal with this, and that means uThermal can unload right there and take out 2 workers real quick. And here we go, once again with the siege up, no liberators this time, just the 4 siege tanks, and this continues to do a lot of damage. Oh, dividing the attention of MCanning as well, and that little poke in means he can move in a little bit further, once again putting himself in range of that assimilator. This still is very slowly going down with those 2 medevacs, with the healing potential right there. Does get cleaned up eventually, or at least shoved away by those 4 Adepts. And in the meantime, what can we do here? Well, we can just drop just outside of that range, which is great, thank you. Or you could do it inside of that range, that's also doable. And there you go. That a 4th command center being built, very good. And oh, these disruptors are going to get taken down. Oh, that is way too many disruptors, and GG. uThermal takes it 2-0. If you enjoyed this video, press that like button. If you'd like to see more of me, subscribe.